Hello, and welcome back to Silksong. I have been off screen just before this recording practicing the Rasher quest, so I have switched out all of my gear to the appropriate tools and abilities. So the dice will help us, to recap, the dice will help us avoid a hit every now and then. The Ascendant's Grip will help us platform without slipping off. The Speed Silk Anklets will help us run a little bit faster, but at the cost of silk. The Weave Light will compensate for that. The Flea Brew is optional, I guess. It's gonna just help us run a little bit faster. Maybe in the beginning, in my testing, I think I could do it without it. So as long as I don't take a lot of hits. The Sawtooth Circlet coming in extremely handy on those smaller enemies that if I open the cloak, it'll just like swat them away, like the mites, the flying mites, for example, or one of them. And then the Sharp Dart, actually huge intel, is it helps me get past a few big enemies, as you will most likely see. So to start out with, and I did notice something very sneaky that Team Cherry threw in there, which is that if you bump into a wall while you're running, that does count as a hit. So you don't take damage, but the Rasher does. So that is something that I had to find out the hard way. So here we go. Start out with the Flea Brew. I'm not going to be talking all that much, because I am very concentrated on what I'm doing. I have to remember. It's like a different mode of thinking. Oh, scrap it. Alright, that's fine. We do have plenty of time, given that we don't take a lot of hits. Oh, and right there, if I bumped into that wall, the Rasher would have sustained some damage. Can just sneak over these small lips. Oh. I'm not doing such a good job now. It's a different experience talking while playing. But I do have the way mostly memorized. Here, I'll have to do something like that. And then keep running. Speed Silk Anklets making a beautiful sound as we run. Over here, don't want to draw this guy's aggro as long as possible. Okay, not, not what I was planning, but it worked out. Just took a little bit longer. Can refresh our jump here. There we go, to use it there. And then we'll be going through the Wisp Thicket, which, luckily for me, the enemies did clear out after I beat the, we'll want to save some silk here, so I'm actually going to walk. After I beat the boss of this area, you can see there's no more enemies. So I can just expedite this a little bit. We'll want to take this one out here, and then I haven't really... Oh my god. Okay, that's 2 hits. It's horrendous, but it's only 2. I might still be able to make it if I just speed up. Of course, that comes with its own risks. We'll be going through the Underworks. There's a few enemies here that pop out of the sides, like this guy right here, of course. Well, you know, it's pretty much a lost cause at this point, so I'm just gonna get myself hit, and we'll try that one again. But yeah, the Wisp Thicket, sometimes the Wisp spawns to the left of the lantern, sometimes it spawns to the right, and depending on which of those 2 happens, it's gonna be it's gonna play to your advantage a little bit differently. So here we go. I don't have infinite Flea Brews, but I'm suspecting I can do this soon, so I'm not too worried about using them. And if not, we'll just go back to Grishkin and get another one. So I think that's probably the only real stretch where we can just run pretty much uninterrupted for a long period of time. Maybe I'll do this part a little bit better. There we go. Okay, save some silk. There's a little bit of ending iframes on that move, which is nice. And then here I might be able to do this part a little bit better. Oh, unfortunate. I have been able to do this before. I don't know why it's not working now, but it was only one hit. And a little bit of time. Okay. Wisp thicket, I know. Oop. It's a little bit hidden, that trap door. But I could optimize that a little bit more. Just gonna run halfway and then walk the rest. There we go, there's our 4 silks. Ooh, unfortunately it just has to spawn. Okay, I'm gonna take some time here. And then they can actually hit you through the wall. Because their explosion radius is just that obscene. But we did compensate for that earlier hit by not taking a hit there. So maybe that's all we needed. Oop, hold on. Okay, not the plan. I just don't want to get that guy's aggro too early. And I could climb here. There we go. And then just make sure this guy stays in his corner. There we go. Okay, and then there is one guy coming up ahead who's kind of a meanie. Oh, very, very lucky there. Okay, that's the guy. And then we do have one big guy, which I will have to save some my sharp dart for. Followed by some steam. Okay, doing great so far. Not super practiced on the latter half, but I believe there's a thing here. A guy, a duder. And then some drape flies, which we can just ignore. Okay. Gonna ignore the bench. Just have to climb here a little bit. This part's pretty easy because it's just empty hallways, or empty shafts rather. And then, whoop, which way do I want to go? Pretty sure pausing does stop the timer. Okay, so to the right and then up. Okay, there's a few guys we do have to get past, which I could either use the sharp dart or the harpoon for. There we go. And then, don't want to bonk my face. We'll have to go underneath the floor. And then another set of guys, but I'm not going to have the sharp dart again, so I'll just use that. And then here, we can ignore these guys. Don't even need to get this guy's aggro in the mid there. But I did anyway. Because I'm a fool! This way. We're doing all right. Oop. See that SWAT? Pretty helpful. Yep, up this way, and then to the right. And then I'm pretty sure we're just done. Yeah, we're just done. How about that? Sir, I bring ingredients for the dish.
At last! My master is withering away from hunger. Let us see what gifts you bring. Ah! What's this? The rasher of a courier. Tied up tight. I can see its fat still dripping fresh.
With this I have fulfilled my promise, sir. The ingredients have all been delivered. I trust now the meal can be made, and the oil awarded for my efforts.
You'll have your oil, whelp. Firstly, learn some patience. The dish must be prepared perfectly, enough to rouse my master and see them sated. Now, Permit me to work my skill, and you'll stand to see a meal of scent and taste that would dazzle Farloom in her prime.
We got flubber? Or a cactus?
Taste, smell, texture. It is done! A meal to rival Farloom's finest. Mighty master, how long you have waited to set your jaw upon so perfect a dish. Join us and dine!
What? Nothing out of the ordinary about that. Ooh. Maybe we'll get to talk to them. Your master seems satisfied, sir. It is time you gave what was promised.
Yes, yes, it has been done, made and served, a dish to match my master's refined desires. The pale trifle is yours. Take it and leave. My master needs time to reflect, and I must ponder on flavors anew.
All of that just for a quick slurp? You gotta be kidding me. Well, while we're here...
So majestic, so mighty. Eat, eat. You are the best of us. Food, meat, much, O glorious master.
Always a beautiful thing. What a voice. I'll tell you, quite the baritone there. I mean, lore-wise, I couldn't even begin to guess where this fella came from and where he's headed. Hopefully not to the ER. But anyway, so glad to have put that behind me. What do we have here? We have pale oil once again. Amazing. So we could get the last damage upgrade if that's our choosing. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I could just opt to forego it for the moment, just so that I don't make things way too easy on myself. And I wonder why. I still don't understand why they put a notification dot on some of these journal entries and some of these item descriptions, even though we already read them. It's going to confuse me. Man, could you imagine we could trade the pale oil for like 1,000 rosaries? That would definitely speed up our quest to buy everything. But for now, I guess we'll figure out what to do next. Wow, that's quite the sight there. Everything has been completed. So I guess we have some more rasher or delivery escort missions to finish. So since I didn't sit at a bench, what I could just do is exit to the menu, and I'll meet you back at Balhart. How's that sound? There we go. Nothing like a little bench skip. And then we did have this Queen's Egg, which I have not even tried yet, so I wonder... Ooh, the reward is 260 rosaries. Let's see where we have to take it. As long as this one doesn't have a timer, I think I should be alright. We has got requested many times for this, a queenie egg of those eaters of silk. Wish from big sticky creature, near many roaches caged. Wants it muchly.
That's fine.
The creature, I have met them, a timid fawning sort. Nonetheless, their tending of silk eaters can be of a benefit for me. And if a queen delivered could improve their harvest, I too would gain from the trade. Miss Courier and big sticky creature, Both are like to liking things so grossly gross. We think yous are muchly strange. Oh, it looks like we only have 4 HP bars on this. I'm just watching it closely to see if it's decreasing. I do know who they're talking about. I just, you know, in my engrossment of playing this game, I completely forgot that we actually have this NPC out here who gives us Silk Eaters. So very, very nostalgic to be reminded of their existence. Looks like it's a straight shot. We could even probably go from below here. We don't necessarily have to go through Sinner's Road. So, I think what I have on now is perfectly well-suited for the mission, for the trek. Might as well just go get it handled right now. While I'm still in practice, I suppose. So I think I could just check here. Yeah. I don't know if I need to... Yeah, so that this area right here is the cellar with all the mites, so I'm not going to be looking to go through there. If I can just go this way. Yep. How about we skip you? Nope. Backdash or not, you're not getting me today. And then I am sort of just running into the unknown. Yeah, we need to go up here. There are mites, though, which I'm sure want to ruin my life. So I'll have to look up. And it feels so nice to not have to memorize the way for fear of running out of time anymore. Don't think they'd throw an enemy in, in the halfway home. Okay, I was just sort of guessing if I had the sharp dart there. Again, very difficult. It doesn't really catch my eye when I have the sharp dart. Okay, I don't need to get this guy's aggro, because we know some fools over here. I could have walked back for those rosaries. Don't really have the magnetite brooch equipped right now. Look at that, look how close we are. Just, what a difference. Okay, just gotta climb this. Nothing to it. If only I had a crystal heart right here. Oop. Let's see. Up and then to the right. We know there's gonna be these guys here. Oh, I would rather not aggro that bird. Unfortunately, though, I think I might have to. Whoop. Okay. You hold on for a second there. Nope. Not getting involved in any of that. No, thank you. I can hardly see. Yeah, there is a passage upward. Whoop. I'm perfecting this. Don't you dare. I can just do something like that. Hopefully there aren't any roaches just randomly thrown in here. Ah, Styx. So good to see you again. Sir, I have brought a queen's egg at request of Belhart's couriers. It was a hazardous journey, but the creature inside has made it here alive.
How sublime! To think that my dear mistress would be the one to deliver the precious package. I had feared... Oh,
Missed some dialogue there.
It surprises me to know you correspond with them. I must wonder where else you go and who else you speak to after you scurry back up into the darkness.
My whispers travel far, mistress. You need not worry yourself with my comings and goings. All I do is in your service. And now, please, give her to me, the little queen.
Wish granted. Might be irresponsible of me to give this egg to you, depending on what you plan to do with it. But you know, I'm not. I'm not here to judge.
With this, so caringly delivered by the mistress, our nests can be expanded. Ooh.
The world of bugs is a unique thing.
It is done. Our nest is larger, and the little queen begins her toil. Ooh. More morsels can I grow for you now? Are you pleased with me, my mistress?
You are diligent at your work, and have raised no claw against me. If it remains so, I will have no reason to be displeased.
Then my work will continue, for I am ever your devoted slave.
Okay, happy to have the rosaries. I mean, so we have 3 Silk Eaters now, which means I could just run buck wild into danger. But yeah, as far as how he's growing his nest, who could say? Yes. But again, I completely forgot. I mean, this place is so out of the way that I just it's completely slipped my mind that Styx was over here. As far as getting back, why don't we just quit to the menu again? Because who's got time for anything else, right? And we're back. So now we only have a few more. I think one of these could be a repeat. The Songclave supplies, or maybe the Pilgrim's Rest. But either way, Liquid Lacquer is one we haven't done before. Ooh, 560. This must be a really hard one, I'm gonna guess.
A delivery deadly, dangerous, fiercely cold. For old bug up there that does not need it much, that does need it much. Serves us all he does, so we serve back. And great test for you, Miss Courier. Most challenging challenge this. The lacquer to bring is sloshy slosh, a hard carry even for the best.
I have met this maker. His is a long service, worthy of respect. I will be glad to aid his efforts.
Ooh, you can only take 3 hits, it seems. Unless the health bar is divided into smaller segments behind the scenes, like in the code. But I'm pretty sure they're talking about the mask maker. And yes, the only way in is through the slab. And it looks like we're going to have to be super patient to be able to do this. I don't think that going up through the flea caravan is going to be all that smart. Well, actually, maybe it will. Yeah, because we do have this shortcut up here. So maybe I go up through Shellwood. But either way, it's going to be harrowing, I'm pretty sure. I could also just go the way that I memorized, since it is still fresh in my memory. So let's do that, why don't we? No reason to use the flea brew if I have all the time in the world. But I know for a fact that Mount Fae is not easy, even if you take away all the enemies. It's going to be interesting though, because if they consider bumping into a wall a piece of damage, because it's physically shocking for the goods, then it could be that if you fall into the ice-cold water in Mount Fae, that it doesn't actually count as damage, because there's nothing really shaking up the stuff you're carrying, right? So that wouldn't really make any sense. I don't know how they're gonna, handle that. Am I going the right way? No, I think it was to the right. I'm pretty sure I could duck under that. Okay. I'd love to just get this on the first try. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Oh man, I forgot the wisp. I mean, we could take our time at the wisp thicket. That's no problem. The only reason I was rushing before was because of the time constraint. So I mean, one sharp dart and then a dodge is really all we need to deal with these lanterns. Like that. And then they do curve. But here we go, we'll just wait for another. Well, that's not too bad. That speed of regeneration there. Okay, and just watch out. Beautiful. I don't know if that would have been worth waiting for during the Rasher quest or not, but maybe it would have. These guys have gotten me a few times during my practice runs. Oh! Terrible. Just absolutely god-awful. To bonk my head like that. It's okay. Just gotta make sure I'm going the right way still. Yeah. Nope, don't hit me, bro. Still good? I'm gonna just take my time. It might even be worth sitting at the benches. I don't know, just for the moral support. I'm pretty sure I can just fight this guy here. Get ground up. Nope. Okay, now which way is it? Up and to the right. I hate bonking my head, dude. It's the worst feeling. Okay, and then from this point, now we're still going the same way. Don't need the bench. In fact, yeah, I'll just ignore the benches because we couldn't respawn at Bellheart easier that way. Man, you wouldn't think the Ventrica station would tear up the delivery, but sure does. Okay, so now we're in new territory here. I think we might have one of those white hooded guys around here somewhere. Up. Oh, there is a way up. Completely forgot about this place. Tread lightly. Overall, though, Mount Fae doesn't really have too many enemies, so I'm not super worried about it. Just don't want to bonk into any walls. Oh no! I just had to fall directly onto the singular spot that contained an enemy hitbox. It's not too bad, it's just taking a long time here. We just need to get through the slab without a map, apparently. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to loop downward. He can fly. Apparently he can fly. Okay. Yeah, I can skip, but I will save it for the next one. There we go. It's a little bit more of a worry. I'm, you know, fully expecting that this is gonna take more than one try. But let's stay positive. You know, I do have a little bit of practice coming back here and visiting the map maker or the mask maker a few other times while I was just exploring. So I'm not completely blind. Yeah, there's only these guys here to worry about. They do die in one hit. Hup. So it's mostly peaceful. It's just moments like these where you have to be careful. I think the ice caves are going to be the hardest part. Whoop. Okay. Reset. Okay, how we doing? Okay, so we need to... I'm pretty sure this part here is not traversable. In fact, I think I could have gone straight and then up, but then I would have to go through an ice cave. So I'm not really looking forward to that. I think climbing up the right side of the mountain is way more safe. If I remember correctly. Oh, that's not how that works. Can just skip that guy. And then it's through here. Just be patient. Sometimes you gotta slide down to go back up. What? Did not expect that. Okay, so far so good. And I just remember doing this the first time without the cloak. It was such a pain. Good times. Not even really sure where I'm going right now. Yes, so this, as long as I don't mess up the last part, we should be alright. There might be a dude to fight. One of those servitors. No? Okay. Good news. Man, I'm sure at some point someone's gonna pop out of nowhere and I'm gonna get jump scared. Hup. I know there's spikes somewhere around here. Yeah, there they are. Keeping my eyes peeled. Did I go... Okay, good news. Did not overshoot it. Okay, right, okay. It's to the left. And then, where do I need to go again? No, seriously, you guys. Very strange setup for a platforming maneuver there. I almost don't know if I want the Ascendance Grip or not, but I think it is helping. Oh, there we go. No ice caves this time.
Yanara.
Maker, I bring a delivery from Belhard below. Lacquer for your long work.
Good, good. To seal, to protect. May Farlam's fresh faces gleam bright.
Wish granted.
Take reward for service made, visitor. Gift for you, to spend or treasure.
I didn't expect he'd be giving us the rosaries. I wonder how they knew how much it would be worth before we got up here. Maybe he came to Belhart and then posted the delivery quest? I don't know. I wouldn't even know how he gets around. Well, with that completed, I guess we'll do another bench skip, and I'll meet you back at Belhart. Here we are once more. So, it's going to be interesting to see if there are any more big deliveries to do.
Many deliverings still need making, Miss Courier. We is much needing your help when you was ready for the giving.
Many deliveries, even though I only see 2. So I see Songclave. Ooh. I don't know if this one is going to be permanently struck off, though. We'll see.
Up in the big citadel, a new place we heard is now claimed safety safe. They too needing our deliveries, we assure. That citadel, we knows its truths, not so nicely nice as Pilgrims tells, even if brave bugs would settle, danger is still close. They would need our deliverings, for food, for healings, for protection. Please take them, Miss Courier.
Okay, looks like we get 5 hits. To the Caretaker and Songclave. Okay, good news. We have a little bit more, man, that's a long way. But looks like I'm going to be able to mostly go up the same way here. Okay, we have a few more hits to work with. So I guess it's a sort of a blessing in disguise that I did the Rasher quest first. Because I just practiced this route so many times now. I can basically do it with my eyes closed. Oop. A little bit of a boring episode, I suppose, but it is nice to get the completion on camera. Let's see here. Yes, I do need to get past this guy. Nope. And I guess after we finish doing these escort missions, we'll look into visiting the cradle again and seeing if we can make progression there. Because honestly, I couldn't really think of where else to go. Beyond that, let's see which way we gotta go here. Okay, up through the wisp thicket and then maybe through the cauldron. Then I'm thinking I take the elevator here. Yeah. It's quite dangerous. So, I mean, I guess we got a while. No, actually, this is not the way I want to go. If I'm going that way. Very close. Don't hit me. I don't want a trident to come flying out of the side of the screen. Overall, I like the pathing in this game. It's a little bit more unique than it was in Hollow Knight, a little bit more diverse, a little bit more tricky. A few more winding areas. Of course, I can get that perfectly now. Whoop! Okay, that's one of our hits. Sort of in trouble right here, but we figured it out. I'm going through the wisp thicket because I don't know if any other areas that connect, you know, the underworld to the overworld. There is the exhaust organ, but then we have to go through hell to get up there. There's all that steam and darkness. But other than this, there's not really, you know, I was hankering for a shortcut the whole time because I knew there was going to be some situation like this where we have to make it work. Nope. All right, gotta regenerate. Okay, oh, and then thankfully it just took care of itself. So we do, yes, need to go to the underworks. Okay. Then we're gonna have to turn around pretty soon. So here we go. Which way is it? I don't remember what's going on in the cauldron, but it doesn't sound like a friendly place. So if I climb this shaft and then go to the right, it looks like that might be what I need to do. Ooh, and I actually don't have to get that guy's aggro. I could have just skipped him the whole time. It was just a matter of knowing which way to go. Yeah, look at this. I could not have guessed that I could climb that entire shaft without drawing a single bit of aggro. But here we are. Right. So I need to do something else. Oh, there's this connection here in the middle, which might be the way around. I don't know if I can make progress from this direction here. Let's see. Oh yes, we're perfectly fine. Again, that tricky pathing kind of trips me up. So, up. And then we could even stop by the architect, see if there's anything to buy while we're in the area. Don't want to sit here. Hello! Oh, I still need another craft metal. But at least that's going to be the last thing that we do here. And we can put it out of our minds forever! The fourth course wasn't never really explained, was it? At least I don't remember it being fleshed out. More so than just... Which way do we have to go? Okay, hang on. I think I have to kill this guy. Okay, good news. I just one-shot him. Man, my heart would have sank if I looked over at my quest item and realized that I had a time limit. Okay, good news again. These guys are cooperating. Whoop. I don't think I've been through here in quite a minute. Is this... What is this? Right, this is the elevator. I just want to make sure there's... Because they like to, make some elevators untraversable, or some areas untraversable. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna... Just, you know, for the sake of it, I'm gonna check very quickly. I said very quickly! Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Hey. Wow, that is a long shaft, but look at that. We landed right on the button. Hopefully they skip a little bit of the elevator sequence and they just teleport the elevator just off screen so we don't have to wait for it, but it looks like we're not going to be that lucky. This elevator almost looks like the one that broke, so maybe you use the same architect that built it. Okay, that took no time at all. Let's see which way we have to go now. We're very close now. Just got to go through the stage, and then I think up through the cogwork, or the Whispering Vaults. There's a lot of enemies, though, there, so I'm not looking forward to that. You have 3 hits to work with. Yep, I'm hearing machinery. And then this is what I don't like. The darkness. If only I could deploy my cloak before using the double jump, that would help me plan a little bit better. Okay. The sharp dart, I don't know how useful it's going to be in these vertical areas here. Ooh, he's juking. He's juking. And I know there's one big tanky guy at the top there right before the Songclave, so we're going to have to watch out for that.
What? What the hell was that?
I don't know how he shot up. That's okay. Just doing what I can here. We're still good. We still have 2 more hits, so no problems whatsoever.
Caretaker, and I bring supplies from the town of Bells below the citadel.
And badly needed they are, Miss Bellringer. Ain't much finding or foraging happening with this mob. What with them choir types all stalking about the chambers beside.
Wish granted.
Take some beads for your effort.
Beads? I think that's the first time anyone's called rosaries anything other.
Miss Bellringer. And know this sad lot will be surviving a little longer thanks to you.
Would you look at that? We're right back up to 1,200. There you go. Just for you, Sherma. Jubilana's missing? Very interesting. But what do we got here? Again? Our dear merchant left to scavenge treasures from the Citadel's memoriam. She's been gone far too long. Please make sure she's safe. Interesting that they're sending me on a mission into the memoriam, because I had earlier speculated that it was an optional area, like an endgame credits sort of area. So that's sort of indicating to me that it's a little bit more than that. But I don't suspect that she's going to be just in the beginning rooms. I'm pretty sure if she was going to be anywhere, she was going to be a little bit deeper into it. But we could track her scent regardless. There is a Ventrica station here, so I can easily get back to it. But for the time being, I'm going to do another bench skip and meet you back at Bellheart for maybe that last courier mission. And this is officially the bench I've used to do the most bench skips so far.
Wake up!
Yes, many deliverings, I'm sure. So, it looks like these are repeat offenders right here. Yeah, I don't think we need necessarily to keep doing these. I don't even remember if I've done the Songclave delivery before. That might have been a repeat. But hopefully not. Hopefully that was a new one. Okay. So, for now, while we don't have any special looking delivery quests from them, hopefully Chakra has something for us. Man, I'm just looking for a map for the memoriam or the slab. Not gonna be lucky enough for that, it looks like. But I do have 1,000 rosaries, so I could buy whatever Frey has to offer, or I could take a look at one of these other shopkeepers. Search for traces of the merchant Jubilana and track her location. Last seen near the Citadel's memoriam. I could look at some of these other shopkeepers. We don't have a craft medal for the architect. Could go back to the Hunter's March. And I'm pretty sure we already cleared out the Forge Daughter of her wares. And then we do have Grindel here, which obviously had one more item for us. But beyond that, looking around, I guess Jubilana, if there was anyone to buy from. Ooh, who is this? I think that's Cardinius, but he doesn't sell us anything. So I think I'll go to one of these shopkeepers and I'll be back in a moment. And here we are. So certainly can afford both of these, I believe. Yes. And the Thief's Mark. Did we read this? Just watch it when you're snitching that you don't lose some of your own. Okay, I'm pretty sure we read all of that. And there we go. Maybe he has some parting dialogue with us. Nope. So I will head probably back to the memoriam and we'll take a look at finding Jubilana. And here we are. So we do have some new items here. Symbol worn to identify oneself to fellow thieves. Gain extra rosaries from defeated enemies, but lose some rosaries on taking damage. Ooh. That might be actually worth it. Gonna have to replace one of these. Let's try it out. Why don't we? And then we also have hook tool for the forceful retrieval of loot from bugs and husks. Harpoon into foes to steal rosaries and shell shards while causing additional damage. Nice. So there we go. And then I'll obviously want to equip the brooch to collect the rosaries we do extract. And then as far as a tool up here, we still haven't used the cogfly, so I'll put it back on. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to roll with for now. And then, ooh, we do have a tracking marker right off the bat. Did have something to read here, I think. Did I clear out this this massive moss grub? No, I haven't. So I think I only have one of these left to do. Whoop. Okay, that's gonna... You know, might as well try out the harpoon while we're here. There we go. Well, needed one more for that.
So close to a perfect furred form. If only they'd been able to breed out the spines.
Yes, I'm sure that's what we were all thinking. I'm pretty sure everyone's in unanimous agreement on that one. So why don't I just take the free heal while I'm here, and then I might even want to switch out the sharp dart because we're not doing delivery quests anymore. Where are my abilities? Maybe I go for the Silk Spear. I haven't really done Silk Spear in a while. Also, I've been missing the Hunter's crest because I haven't really used that either in so long. But for now, I think we have everything we need. Oh, shot right into his arms. It's gonna be interesting to see how many rosaries I end up losing for using this tool. Okay. Oh, it's going back down again. I could have told you that. Nice. Just sneak right past him. I don't even know if this is an area we've been before.
It's the map!
I knew at the very least if we took on this quest that we would probably be exploring some areas we haven't been before, so there was a chance that we could find something we were looking for. And luckily, I do have the rosaries to afford it. The Memoriam map. It's got a nice vomit green color to it. So let's see here. Ooh. Looks like a data center. Ooh, and there are places to go up here. I don't know if I've necessarily explored all of these rooms, but yeah, I don't suppose there's going to be a way out of the Citadel from the right side. Or if there is, how they would, you know, canonically tie that into the lore. Ooh! You don't say. Okay, so apparently Jubilana went into the secret area. Maybe she knows something we don't. What the heck? Okay, Jubilana, where you going, girl? Hang on. Let me just refresh that marker. Sort of been taking in the scenery. Alright. Tally-ho! Up. Okay. Are we gonna fight Jubilana? Hold on. Is she the final boss? It couldn't be. Oh! I've never seen that before. Okay, unfortunately, had to just tag in there. What? It surprised you with a new attack every so often. Let's try out this cogfly. Could even... Oh, okay, I was about to do something cool by bouncing on its head, but you didn't get to see it. Ah! How many of these are there? While we're in the area, let's just go ham. Yeah, they sometimes don't even reach you, do they? And yet again, we've found ourselves in the same situation of needing one more silk.
Well, well, if it isn't my very own shadow, the clever little red cloak. You still following me around, trying to pinch away some of the goodies I sniff out?
You mistake my intent, madam, somewhat ungenerously. The pilgrims of the settlement below were worried about your long absence. It was on their behalf that I tracked you, again.
Is that so? What a worrying bunch of busybodies there are. I'm still able to fend for myself. And yet, perhaps 'tis a warning. 'Tis a warm thing that I remain in their thoughts, so I hadn't expected that. And I can't deny that you too have done me a good turn once more. That awful flock almost had me, truth be told, and I still have to wonder at your intentions, dear one. But bless you all the same.
So I suppose she's gonna be continuing on her mission here and not going back. Why are we babysitting her? I'm pretty sure she knows what she's doing. I mean, look how old she is. This ain't her first rodeo, you know.
Now, why don't you hurry back to the shrine and let them all know what a good job you've done? There might be a few more goodies to gather up on my way back, and I don't need you lingering around in the meantime. And blessings and farewell. Blessings.
Yes, I'm sure this is gonna end well. Just want to make sure I have check all my options before I continue on bravely. But here we are. Oh, never mind. All this for shard bundle? You sure about that? Okay, I'm pretty sure we can keep climbing here. Yeah. No one's fallen for that one, Team Cherry. You suppose this is the way out? Hang on, let's just make sure. All right, hold your breath. I don't want to... I do want to try bouncing on that, but I don't want to at the same time. Man, if only anything here offered me just a slurp of silk. Just a smidge of silk. That's all I'm looking for. Ooh, looks like bamboo. Putrefied ducts. We made it, boys and girls. To the sewers 2. The sewering. I'm just gonna pray that this guy is gonna let me heal off of him. Oop. Nope. That's my healing. You cog flies. Okay, that's fine. That's only one hit. So the cog flies, they do take away your opportunity to heal. So that is one thing to keep in mind. A spit squid. Hovering pest with a hollowed proboscis, able to spit gobs of sizzling bile. You don't say. Well, I'm gonna be looking for a bench pretty soon. Oh god, we have more infested water. Because we are at the end of the episode right now. Oh my god. Maybe I die here. What the hell? Maybe I just end my own life. Maybe that's what I want to do. Instead of deal with that. Let's just walk a little bit. Oh, no. What the hell, dude? I know I can attack on the wall. Oh, these guys don't die, do they? Okay, good news. We don't have to worry about killing them. Oop. There's only one of them. Man. Well, either way, we find ourselves at a bench. So next time, we'll obviously be going to explore that area. I told you there was more. And then from here, we might then be able to either go up or down. I'm guessing down is going to be the way to go. But I do know there's a coral area, and then there's even more that I'm sure I'm not remembering right now. So I hope you look forward to all that. I'm glad to be finally making progress after so long wondering about which way I had to go, and desperately completing quests in the hope that they'll offer some progression. But yeah, very interesting looking map. Very interesting left side, I must say. All these areas don't really seem too connected. Like the Blasted Steppes, the Sands of Karak, and then Mount Fae. There's not really a whole lot of connection between, and then even the Wormways too. So I'm suspecting, or I'm guessing, that these are sort of areas that they added at the end of the game. Maybe? I mean, the double jump is part of the core game, so maybe not Mount Fae, but they just, anytime that it doesn't seem too tightly integrated into the rest of the map, that's sort of my suspicion. And then there's just like complete voids like over here that don't really, look too proper. But anyway, we'll continue on next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Silksong, and I will see you next time.